everyone has the same minutes in a day. 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds. That's something you often hear, so you can understand we are all on the same playing field and there's no special treatment where time is concerned. While that may be true, there is something different about successful people. Time doesn't treat them any differently, but they don't see their time the way everyone else does. They get creative with time. I believe there's 6 ways you can categorize what you do every day, and once you understand how to utilize the hours or minutes or seconds you have differently, you'll leave behind your scheduling and use a design concept I'm going to call road mapping. So there's 6 ways: things you have to do, things you naturally do, time-sucking surprises, things you should do, things you are moved to do, and unexpected opportunities. Most people spend a lot of time in the first 3 I mentioned. Things you have to do, like working for a living or cleaning your house, are activities you do as a productive human. No one's going to give you any credit for that. And then there are things that you naturally do, which are functions as a human: cooking or recreation or showering, I hope. The 3rd way to categorize your time are the time-sucking surprises. I just had one today. My daughter forgot her iPad at home and I had to run it to school. I didn't plan it, but that's 20 minutes or so I can't use for something else. None of that sounds very revolutionary, does it? It isn't. For the most part, if you peeked into people's lives, you would see them spending time on these types of experiences. At the beginning of the year, most people venture into category number 4, the things you should do, and they call them resolutions. We don't think we have to do these things, but we know they are good for us, like reading good books or working out. Now there's 2 more ways to spend your time, and if you are into designing your life, instead of scheduling it, you are hopefully creating spaces for these 2 areas. Things you are moved to do, purpose-driven activities. For me, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro falls into that category. It was life-changing. For you, it could be volunteering or writing a book. And finally, and equally productive and well out of the should or have to box, are the unexpected opportunities. These are also surprises, but when you're aligned, you will choose to go off the grid and say yes. Coaching someone, even though you don't have a coaching program, because you've always wanted to try it. Or taking some time off to golf with the one you love, even though you hate golfing, because you want to support him. As far as I'm concerned, the first 3 are not that exciting and will not build growth. Yet, we all live in that world, distracted by our lists and believing if we just cross enough off, we'll make progress. Really, it's the second 3 uses of our time that will make the biggest difference. So let's get to the design portion, creating a map, getting creative with time, the way very successful people do. If you're not aware of your vision, you will focus on tasks. If you are, you will utilize your time as an opportunity, kind of massaging your schedule to make space for activities that will get to your vision. Now, no judgment here. I just want to give you a few ways you can shift from the left side to the right side of time. First, stop thinking about everything in wholes. You might not have time to complete an entire workout, but why not do what you can? Over time, those little actions will add up. Second, in order for you to have more purpose-driven actions, in order to be able to say yes or even see those opportunities, you'll have to make space. You're going to have to prune some of the things in your life, the have-to-dos, the time-sucking surprises. Don't be afraid of empty space and time. That is where the magic happens. Third, this one is very similar to the first idea. Intentionally break down your dreams into widgets. Hopefully you're lucky enough to write your entire book in one sitting, but if not, and you have identified the outline as one of your subtasks, you might actually make progress today. Every task can have a cycle, and this is our 4th design strategy. Maybe you want to volunteer at your son's school, and that's great, but if you don't think in cycles, you might be putting too much time in that spot. Volunteer once a quarter. Stop thinking in terms of every day, and instead think about how often is just enough. The 5th is my favorite. Create a highly powered hit list, highly intentional time. On this list are the things you would like to get done to make life easier. Don't clean when it's cleaning time. Put that bathroom on the list and clean it when you have a few minutes. Get one part of a recipe prepped. Get your prospect list together so that when you're ready to call, you can do it. Finally, stop thinking in terms of events and start thinking in terms of purpose. Life is not a checklist series. It's meant to flow. You can miss opportunities to connect with others or challenge yourself because your head is down and focused on tackling your list. I know,
Wow, time is an amazing resource and so powerful when used effectively. What I want you to do is choose one of these strategies to start shifting from have to do's into want to do's. Post what you're thinking in the video comments or in our Facebook group. I'm so excited to see what you do with this, and I promise you I'll be listening. So good luck.